Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick, or the Notorious Fantasy, back on today with another fantasy football video. In today's video, I'm giving you guys the Thursday Night Football start or sit video. The game is between the Steelers at the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to be going over some things that happened from before when I made those videos, obviously, about the start-sit decisions. Obviously, some things have changed for me, so I'm going to talk about those things in that video. But before I get into the Steelers at Browns start-sit video, I'd like to give you guys a word from my sponsor, DFS.com. OverlayDFS.com is my favorite way to play DFS on all of the interwebs. Now, Overlay DFS has a couple of games you can play, but my favorite is the progressive game type. Now, there are entry points at a lot of different levels. As you can see here, there's a $2.5 game, a $22 game, and a $109 game. Now, in these games, the entry, when you win and become in that top 10%, you get 9 times your buy-in. $2.5 turns into $18. $22 turns into $180, and $109 turns into $900. But the specialty comes in here. It's that progressive bonus, and that is $1,038 for the $2.5 game. For the $22 game, it's over $7,000, and for the $109 game, it's over $2,600. And last week, I saw someone hit that beautiful 12-0 to claim that progressive bonus. Now, how it works is very much simple here. All you got to do is you see a bunch of matchups on your screen. You got to make 12 picks plus 3 alternate picks. So right here, Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson. Who do you think will score more fantasy points? They're playing against each other in real life, so I would go with Lamar Jackson. Now, there's also something that I really like to do here that I think is a secret bit of strategy that seems to work a lot for me. So you scroll down here, and you're going to pick a wide receiver to go with your quarterback. So if I wanted to go, if I really believed that it was Deshaun Watson, I would go Deshaun Watson and Mr. D on Dre Hopkins. But you could also go here and put another wide receiver with another quarterback. It is very much that easy, or match your quarterback with your tight end because you think they are both going to perform. So please make sure to check out overlaydfs.com. They have gotten rid of the way that you can only play just one entry. Now you can do up to 10 entries in these games. So make sure to check out overlaydfs.com. Link down below in the description. And we are back. Make sure to check out overlaydfs.com, link down below in the description. Let's get right into this. So for the quarterbacks, I'm going to be sitting both quarterbacks in this matchup. I don't have much confidence in either Mason Rudolph or Baker Mayfield. Now, I know a lot of people, Baker Mayfield was a guy that has disappointed them all season, so I think you're just going to continue to let him ride the pine until he proves that he can do it. Obviously, I don't even think that it is really his fault that he's playing so shit. I think that the coaching is terrible. We saw last week against the Bills. They were on the 1-yard line and couldn't punch it in when they ran the ball like 9,000 fucking times in a row with Nick Chubb. Now, Mason Rudolph, on the other hand, he is a okay quarterback, but an okay quarterback doesn't mean for a good fantasy start. Obviously, a guy that you are not going to be wanting to start in fantasy against the Browns. Now, next is the running back position. Now, I'm going to be starting up James Conner in this game. James Conner is healthy and good to go. I talked about that in the other video, whether or not he's going to play or not. I believed he would play, and he is getting the go-ahead tonight against the Browns. And I think that this team really relies on James Conner. You saw that in the couple of games when he was playing before he got hurt, when they were giving him the rock consistently and he was scoring fantasy points, they were winning those games. So I think that James Conner is a key to their offense. Now, Nick Chubb is also a start. We saw Nick Chubb play pretty well last week. Obviously, if he ended up scoring that touchdown, ended up crossing that plane, his stats would have looked a lot better. But at the end of the day, he still did decent, even not scoring a touchdown in this game. I can see it being entirely possible for Nick Chubb to score a touchdown, and I like him this week against these Steelers. Now, we're going to be sitting down Kareem Hunt. A lot of people are going to try to be starting Kareem Hunt, and in a lot of situations, you may have to start Kareem Hunt, but I don't necessarily love him this week. We saw him getting a lot of usage and actually scoring more points than Mr. Nick Chubb last week, but I think they're going to, when they're on the 1-yard line, you see they're just hammering it with Nick Chubb. They never put Kareem Hunt in. So in a goal line situation, Nick Chubb is going to be in the game, and I feel a lot more confident in Nick Chubb. Now, in the next couple of weeks, Kareem Hunt may move from a sit to a start for me, but right now, with what I know about Kareem Hunt, I'm going to let him sit on the bench. Now, Jalen Samuels obviously is a sit because big James Conner is going to get the go-ahead and play in this game. Now into the wide receiver position. So if you guys have enjoyed the video thus far, please make sure to click that subscribe button down below. So I'm going to be starting up Odell Beckham Jr., but he has I didn't put it next to his name, but he's got the next to his name because I'm not really sure about Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham has been nothing but a disappointment in fantasy football this season. The Steelers' defense is tough. It is one of the tougher one of the better defenses in the league, as we've seen the last couple of weeks. Them getting multiple pick sixes, sacking the quarterback, and being able to do all the good things you want from a defense. So I am worried about Mr. OBJ. Obviously, it's going to be hard to sit him down, though, this week against the Steelers. Now, I'm also going to be starting Jarvis Landry. I feel a lot more confident in Jarvis Landry, but that's strictly because it seems like Baker Mayfield is just throwing the ball to everyone. He likes to diversify the ball and spread it out to every single player. And I think that Jarvis Landry is one of those targets they actually does like. You see in some games he tries to force feed Odell, and when he does that early, they start to key onto Odell, and then Jarvis Landry ends up being wide fucking open in the end zone. And without David Njoku the last couple of weeks, Jarvis Landry has been one of those guys that he looks for in the end zone. Now I'm going to be sitting down Juju Smith-Schuster in this game. I know people drafted Juju early. I know that he has not been performing, so you're just going to have to sit him down. You're going to have to finally lay him down on the bench. I've been laying him down on the bench the past couple of weeks, and I have not regretted it. He really has not been performing. Unless he goes for 70 yards and a touchdown, you're very much going to be disappointed in this game. And I'm also going to be sitting down all the other Pittsburgh wide receivers, Deontay Johnson. You're not going to want to start any of these guys in this game. Now onto the tight end position. I'm going to be starting up Vance McDonald in this game. I really think that Vance McDonald is one of those keys for Mason Rudolph to succeed. James Conner is number one, and Vance McDonald is number two. He likes to dump the ball off, and Vance McDonald's always standing right in front of him for him to be able to do that. Now, I don't think Vance McDonald is going to be a top 5 tight end this week, or even a top 10 guy, but he's around the 10 to 15 ratio, which warrants a start in fantasy football this week, so I like him for that, but I don't love him this week. And I'm going to be sitting down all the other Cleveland tight ends. Like I said, David Njoku likely going to come back next week. So eventually when he comes back, you can go ahead and start him. But right now, you're going to be sitting down all the other carousel of tight ends in Cleveland. Now, onto the defenses here. I'm going to be starting the Steelers defense this week. The Browns have been prone to making a lot of mistakes, and they're easily getting able. Their offensive line has not been playing all that well. I think that Baker's going to get sacked and throw a pick, and the Steelers defense is so good. Minka Fitzpatrick will be able to take it to the house if the ball gets thrown his way. So I will be starting the Steelers defense this week, but I don't believe that they're like a top 3 defense like a lot of people believe. Now I'm going to be sitting down the Browns defense. Obviously the Steelers offense really is not that good, but I just can't put my trust in the Browns defense. I think that this game may end up being one of those matchups where there are some points scored, but I think the Steelers, the amount of sacks they're going to get and the potential amount of picks or potential pick sixes is very high in this game, so that's why I'd be starting them at the defensive position. So thank you guys all for watching this video. If at any point you ended up enjoying, please make sure to click that subscribe button down below. Make sure to check out the live stream that's probably going on in a couple of minutes from when you started watching this video. I love each and every single one of you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you guys on Friday.